Well, howdy y'all, Handy Redneck here. It's March 1st, 2021. It's about, 50-some degrees outside right now where I am. And as you can see, we're up under the cover here in this bed. And you should be able to see we got some cabbages I just put in. And I'm going to go ahead and intermix in with these cabbages like here and here. I'm going to do some kale and kohlrabies for the simple fact that the kale will take forever and the kohlrabi will be pretty quick. So the cabbage will be cabbage sometime in between. And then here in about a month or so, I'll start intermixing some tomatoes along one side of this. Probably this side I'm reaching in under right now. But I figured I'd bring you along. We'll do some quick planting, and then I'll show you how we're going to winterize this for the freeze snap that we're expected in the next couple of days. Now these cabbages and everything, they've been sitting outside in the cloudy, warm weather for the last 3 or 4 days. They've gotten rained on and everything, so they're acclimated. But we're still going to do some protection, mainly right along the edges of the plastic. We're going to put straw and see about protecting it. I'll get a couple of these kohlrabis planted on film, then we'll do a jump cut and come back and do the straw. But this is my first time ever growing kohlrabi, so I don't know how well they'll do. But it was something different to try, so we're going to try it. You know, it don't take a whole lot. As you can see, we just go in here and between the cabbages, we'll drop in this kohlrabi and give it a little squish. And then we'll do this with the kale as well. Okay, we got a good bit of straw there. We'll pull that out so we can plant this kohlrabi. And as you can see, here in my raised bed, I did have to add a little more soil on this end to bring it up a little bit, but I add soil every year anyway, because as the raised beds age and settle, it drops down. So adding new material is a good thing. It provides more nutrients and everything. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. We're going to jump out and we'll jump back when we're doing straw. Alright, so we're back. As you can see, I've went through and put straw along most of the edges in here. Already under here the temperature's a good 10-15 degrees warmer than outside. As you can see, there's condensation forming, but I wanted to talk about how we're putting this straw in. This straw is not going in as mulch right now. This straw, we're actually putting it in right here, if you can see my hand, right up against the side here where the plastic meets the bed. And what we're doing that for is that's going to actually make a wind barrier. So when things, when the wind blows and everything and it gets cold, it can't easily come up in here and cool this off. So think of that as wall insulation. Now what that's going to do is that's going to help to increase the heat of this bed. And this bed, as you can see, I've got red Russian kale, walking stick kale in here. I've got green express cabbage, and these taller things here are some orange marigolds. Now most of these, like the kohlrabi and everything, they're cold hardy, so they shouldn't be a problem. The kale, it got put in here because, well, not the kale, but the marigolds got put in here because I was testing seed, and they were getting root bound, so they needed to come out and get planted in. Now, as you can see, the straw is going up against the side. I'm trying to keep it off the plants so the plants get plenty of light throughout the day, and they will. You know, and then, like I say, underneath this tent, it's a good 10 to 15 degrees warmer, and we're not going to worry about watering because we went through a good snowstorm recently without this cover on. So the soil is pretty damp. It doesn't look it because you're looking at a bag that I just put on top. This bag that's on top it's only about 2 inches deep. And underneath that there's plenty of moisture. And then under the soil is a hugelkultur. Bits of wood and branches and stuff to absorb even more moisture. So these things stay pretty wet, pretty decently moist most of the time. Anyway, that's gonna be about it. This here's been a handy redneck. I'll talk to y'all later.